It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Jags and the Buccaneers, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on their in-state rivals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, the vibe, a different one here in Tampa this year. This is year 1 AB after Brady. What can they do to help soften the blow?
I would say try and lean on the defense a little bit more. I think they'll play a lot better in 2023. We know how exotic they can be with how they get after the quarterback. Make sure they slow people down running the ball as well. Give this offense a chance to grow because they are under new management.
Well, meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the rebuild under Doug Peterson is right on track. And listen, nobody's going to get wildly excited about 9-8, which they were last year. I get that. But when that comes on the heels of 3-14 and 1-15, certainly a step in the right direction.
And the biggest stride they can make this year is on defense. 28th against the pass last year, and just moving into the middle of the pack. That could buy them a couple more wins and put them in a great spot come playoff time.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Two teams just about a 3.5-hour drive from each other on Florida's I-75. The Jags and Bucks are underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year we got the Trevor Lawrences. So many tabbed to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up the ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive, that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Again, it's Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Devin Tompkins on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
The former #1 overall pick has had his ups and downs in recent seasons, but he finished strong last year and inherits a really good offense in Tampa that should set him up for success.
Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's complete to White. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down, brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. A short throw there to Strange. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Lawrence going to throw again. That one behind his man, incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. As they've got it as we resume action. Now back to the ground game with White. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, it's Vaughn. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. Fights through, and now a crease. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. ETN up the middle. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Another tote for ETN. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Opting to run again here with White. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. Now here's Johnson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Lawrence. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. That's completed right side to Palmer. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to Palmer. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Get something together. This is your game, baby. You know what we need, baby. We gotta be big time.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And the deficit will hold at 15. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They stay on the ground with White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield now. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Let's go, baby.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield off the play fake.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Mayfield. It's grabbed over the middle by White.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
But it's caught. Tompkins. Short completion, just 4 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Running out of the gun with White.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple.
White, he'll try the left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
ETN once more. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And his pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence going to throw again. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. First down, Mayfield. And that went to the right side and incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you've got a heck of a chance to win.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. On the draw, here's White. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On the counter, Etienne. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 86 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, a long time ago.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he's able to get it out of there. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd and 5. Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal.
From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
Mayfield to throw it. Evans has it left side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That one good for 37 yards.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better, because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here's White.
Here's White. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.